Hi, my name is Emanuel Castro and I'm a second-year student at the Columbia School of International and Public Affairs, and I'm concentrating in energy and environmental policy, and I'm interested in attending YoungGastech. So, without further ado, I'm going to just jump in to my answer for what role natural gas will play in the coming future. So natural gas is going to play three roles. It's going to be a greener and affordable alternative to nations that are looking to transition away from more traditional fossil fuels such as oil and coal. But at the same time, it's an easy infrastructure switch, say to switch coal heating to natural gas heating. It's happening a lot in Asia right now, especially in China. More on that later. Bridge towards renewables. Basically, countries that are looking to develop their renewable tech and at the same time want to buy up immediately fossil fuel that isn't as harmful, they can buy natural gas. And it's also going to promote democratic ideals because more and more countries are going to be joining the market. And what this is going to do is that it's going to promote a free and open market and free and fair competition instead of political leverage, which I'll expand upon later. Natural gas is a greener, more affordable alternative. So it's greener when compared to, for example, coal and oil, more traditional fossil fuels, when it comes to emissions per BTU. I have a chart here from the U.S. Energy Information Administration, and basically it's proving what I'm saying, and it's a more affordable alternative. I mean, Henry Hub today was $2.11 per BTU. That price I'm expecting is going to go down as more entrants in the market are racing to lower costs. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit more about lowering costs in the LNG market. So this slide is from Tellurian Incorporated, their corporate presentations. This is public. And what it shows is different kinds of scenarios, but their overall costs, including transportation per BTU of natural gas. And what it's showing, right, is so this firm is expected to deliver its first shipment in 2023, and they're getting gas on the water for $2.35. So this is how LNG and more broadly natural gas is a cheap alternative to coal and oil. Natural gas is also going to play a bridging role. What this means is that immediately nations are going to want to reduce emissions to meet the Paris Agreement goals and for climate reasons. In order to do that, they're going to need to invest in natural gas because it's cleaner than more traditional oil and coal, and at the same time it'll give nations time to develop renewable technology. China is one country that has distinguished itself for its use of natural gas as a bridging tool. I've also included a graph that shows China's electricity mix as of 2017, and it shows how they've been able to transition to renewables thanks to them using natural gas as a bridging tool. So what they've done is that they've switched out coal, which they've traditionally used for heating in their large cities, and they're starting to use natural gas to heat their buildings, and that has tremendously lowered emissions and PM 2.5 levels, and it's enabled them to transition into using renewables for generation. So now renewables account for a total of 15% of all generation as of 2017. So natural gas will also promote democratic ideals, and it'll do so because as U.S. firms continue slashing transportation and production costs, it'll enable them to export all over the world. And it'll also help U.S. firms export our commercial value system, which basically promotes transparency in transactions and rule of law. And these are things that benefit the world. Benefits the world because it offers them cheap, cleaner sources of energy from transparent sources, so that, for example, nations in Europe will have alternatives to Russian gas, which often comes with political strings attached that end up having very harmful effects to different countries. And I would just like to credit Secretary of State Mike Pompeo for espousing how natural gas can support democratic ideals all over the world in CERA Week. Finally, I wanted to talk about where I come in. So I come in as a market researcher representing one of the major IOCs and help with my policy background to improve dialogue and projects between these companies and different governments seeking to diversify their energy imports while reducing their carbon footprint. By assisting with market research and utilizing my market expertise, I would hope to help diversify the energy market in Central and South America to help break the dependency on Venezuelan oil and gas. This won't be an easy feat, but I think that as the U.S. continues to support its oil and gas industry, firms continue slashing operational and transportation costs, and the Maduro regime continues to repress Venezuela, this could be a highly profitable opportunity for the U.S. and for the region. The savings made by these different countries could then be reinvested in renewable technology, and this could benefit in making the world a greener place. Finally, I just wanted to extend a big thank you to the recruitment team for viewing my application. Thank you for your time and consideration.